Once upon a time, a fisher couple named Vaz and Sava lived on the beautiful Vistula River. One day, they saved the life of a lost prince, and as a reward for their good deed, the prince gave their land a name, Warsaw. 7 centuries after the first settlement in the city, Warsaw's old town is still full of magic, delighting visitors with its colorful tenement houses and charming cobbled streets. In the heart of the medieval marketplace stands the symbol of the city, a mermaid swinging a sword and a shield. Today, this lively area is filled with galleries, cafes, and restaurants. Over the centuries, the city grew around the magical castle of Masovian dukes, which later became a residence of the Polish royals. The royal castle reached its full splendor in the 17th century, when it became one of the most charming baroque palaces in Europe. Nowadays, the castle serves a role as a national museum with rich cultural and architectural heritage. The nearby St. Anne's Church was founded by the Duchess of Mazovia in 1454 after multiple dream visions of Virgin Mary. The church is open to prayers and tours of its baroque interior, decorated with antique chandeliers, gildings, and wall paintings, also offering the best views of the old town from its tower. When it comes to the most prestigious places in town, KRAKOWSKIE PRZEDMIEŚCIE ranks high on the list. In the old times, it was a part of the royal route, along which the king and his entourage traveled from the royal castle to the Wilanow Palace. The trendy cafes, shops, and historic buildings along the avenue still attract many visitors. The majestic Wilanow Palace was built at the end of the 17th century for King John III Sobieski and quickly became known as the Polish Versailles. Today, this masterpiece of Polish architecture tempts visitors to take a stroll through the magical gardens and admire the splendor of the richly decorated palace facades and interiors. The Royal Lazienki Museum is known as the happiest place in Warsaw. This historic palace and garden complex was a summer residence of the last king of Poland, Stanisław August. The park area covers 188 acres and features the ornate palace on the Isle, the old orangery, the Myśliwicki Palace, and many other monuments. The scenic Vistula River plays a major role in the city's development. The Vistula Boulevards have been beautifully landscaped and designed over the years to become an attractive riverside promenade with pavilions, artificial beaches, and plenty of places to eat, drink, and relax. The magical atmosphere of the city is emphasized by the legacy of Fryderyk Chopin, a child prodigy who became the greatest Polish pianist and composer. Even decades after his death, his fame lives on throughout the world, and fans eagerly visit Warsaw for spectacular recitals of Chopin's music. However, the peaceful days of Warsaw were brutally interrupted by the Nazi occupation in 1939, which led to the complete devastation of the historic city. The Nazis established the Warsaw Ghetto. At its peak, there were 460,000 Jews imprisoned here and later deported to Nazi concentration camps for certain death. History will never forget the 1943 uprising, when the prisoners resisted the German troops that entered the ghetto to deport its last inhabitants. It was the largest ghetto uprising during World War II. After the war, when a large part of Warsaw was still in ruins, the Soviets built the spectacular Palace of Culture and Science. Although it is one of the city's most famous symbols, it is also the most controversial one due to its connotation with communism. Nevertheless, it is a must-see attraction that offers a phenomenal view of the panorama of Warsaw from the 30th floor. From the splendid 17th century capital city to a phoenix rising from its ashes after World War II, Warsaw welcomes you with its rich history, culture, and unique attractions. The wonders of Warsaw are just around the corner, so pack your bags and get ready for an adventure. but also travel. Life is an experience.